Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Delta Media Group's Tech Tuesday, presented to you live from Delta Media Group, where we put the lime in the coconut and we mix it all up. So, today we are going to go over the My Customer for Life system. Now, this is something that we have been kind of beta testing for the last year. So, it's gone through some improvements and some iterations over that time, and a lot of you have had access to it over that time for testing purposes to really get a feel for that system. We have finally released it system-wide, so I'm going to say it's out of beta. So to give you an idea of what the whole My Customer for Life system does is we will generate an email automatically that contains articles that we've written in-house. So this is all content we've created here, and it's all original. So the idea there is, nobody else is going to have this. This isn't stuff you're going to see anywhere. We didn't pull it from any other sources. We created this content. So it's all built to be really good and engaging stuff and even topical stuff. Now what it does is the system will automatically send out an email on your behalf to whatever customers you choose that contains an article from, 3 articles total, one from each of 3 different categories. One's for home improvement or like property management, one's for buying, and one's for selling. The system then keeps track of which one of those articles your customers show interest in, each specific customer, and then favors articles when it sends emails to that customer in the future. So the idea here is that this system will be more engaging than any other system to your customers because you're sending them content they actually want, stuff they've actually shown interest in. So to give you an idea how this works, the first thing I'll do is go in and show you what the articles kind of look like. So let's jump into the DeltaNet. So here we are. Well, this is just our welcome page in the DeltaNet. And real quick, I'm just going to jump over to the public site. And here we have this articles and advice section. So on this page, you can see advice for homeowners. These are 3 of the articles available from that section. Buying a home, selling a home. So there's 3 articles in each section right on this home page. But there are way more articles total. So what the system's going to do on the first email is it's going to grab 1 article from each of these categories and send that out to the customer. It'll send them this picture of the article, this little snippet of it, and then if it interests them, they'll click on it, takes them through to your website, and puts them on this specific article page, and then also keeps track of that article, the fact that they clicked on that article. So there you go. Once they get here, they can read through the article they chose, and then they can also read through any other articles that might interest them. Also, they can share any of these articles on social media, and the idea there is by sharing these articles out with their friends, that's going to drive even more traffic to your website because the idea is this will interest their friends too. So there you go. That is an idea of what the articles look like. What we generally suggest is if you want to get a look at these articles, you can either go to your website and you can just go to your domain name. So mine's hdemo2@dmgdemo.com for my little demo site, and put /client-articles after the URL, and then another slash there at the end, and that will take you to the article page where you can read through them. And then you can also set yourself up to receive these emails, so you can get an idea what the actual email looks like, and you can click through from there and see all the articles. So to set this up, I'll switch over to the DeltaNet here. Once you're logged in, you'll go down to Customers, and then MCFL Campaign. Now from here, as we scroll down, we have the MCFL Campaign section. This is going to keep track of all the emails that are sent out by this system. Now, unlike the campaign system, so if you're familiar with the email campaign system, this looks very much the same. But here you won't be able to see a preview of each of the articles or each of the emails that goes out. And the reason for that is that after the first one, as customers start clicking on these, they're going to get every customer is going to get a different email, because it's going to have different articles depending on what they've been interested in. So you can't see a preview of them here. Beyond that, it works the same way. So if I want to set this system up to go out, I'm just going to click on Customers/Groups. I can click Add All New and Existing Contacts to this group and click Save. And then anybody that comes into my system or is assigned to me, or anybody that I import or add in manually, will automatically be added to this campaign and start getting these emails. Or I can select Add Selected Contacts or Groups, and then I can go down here and I can select the groups I want to add individually, or I can select the individual people I want to add to this campaign, just like any other email campaign. Once I've selected the people groups or selected everybody that I want to add to it, I just click on Save, and that adds them into the group, and you'll see them over here in the Customers Group section, where you can then edit it, or you can remove people or add more people individually if you want. And that's all there is to it. So from here on out, every time the system sends one of these emails out, it'll log here that it sent an email, and how many people opened, or how many sent, how many people opened it, and how many people clicked through on that email. So you can keep track of all that here. Now we'll scroll down a bit more. So that is all you have to do to get this system working. But if you want to customize it further, that's what all this information at the bottom of the page is for. So by default, the system is going to send an email out once a month. It's always going to send out on Thursdays, but if I wanted to set it up and then set it to start on a specific Thursday, I can click here and I can just select the Thursday I want it to begin. But once it begins, it's going to ignore that. It's just going to send every Thursday if you set it weekly from that point, or every other Thursday if you set it as bi-weekly, or every fourth Thursday, depending on how you look at it, I guess, if you set it up to go out monthly. So this is just for the initial sending. Here you can customize the subject line if you want, or you can leave it alone. You can see we have this short code here that will automatically pull in the first article subject on the email, and then the total count of articles that the email is including. And you can see all the different shortcodes you can use up here. And then down here in the introduction, this is just some text that's going to appear up at the top of this email. So when they first get the email, it'll have kind of an introduction at the top, and then below that it'll have each of the articles they can click on. So once you customize these the way you want, you just click Update MCFL Message, and that sets it all up. So from that point forward, it'll send out with your customizations involved. And there you go. That is all there is to it as far as setting up the automated emails for the My Customer for Life system. Now, I'll also add that you can take the My Customer for Life system, that article page, and you can set it up as a predefined page on your website. So to do that, I'm going to go over here to Website and down to Pages. And I'm going to create a new page. I'll click on Predefined because this is one of our pre-built pages. And then from our predefined page link, I'm going to go down here and select My Customer for Life. And you can see Advanced Sites Only because it's an upgrade only feature. So if I click on that, that selects the predefined page. I'll put down here, we'll put Client Articles because that's what I want the link in my navigation to be. Add it to my navigation menu. We'll give it a title. And you can give it a meta description and meta keywords. So always a best practice to put those in. Interesting articles. And those are used by search engines to kind of describe the page. So we'll click Update. There we go. Now if I go back to my home page here and refresh it, I don't have a lot of room up here, so nobody had room for it. How about that? And you can see it dropped it right at the end of my navigation. So now I've added a page for it. I can click there, and that'll take me straight through to that Client Articles page. So if anybody comes to your website and they want to view those articles, they can just click there and go over to that. The idea is that would be more for you to be able to go in and find these articles, to share them on social media yourself is a good use for that. Kind of the point of these articles is by sending these emails out, you're getting people to your site by presenting them with something they're interested in that's on your site. Once they're on your site, you want them searching for real estate, right? So it's not as big of a deal to have a link to it on your homepage as you might think. But there you go. And from here you can look through these articles, and I even subscribe myself to them because those advice for homeowners ones are kind of fun sometimes. All right, so as always, thanks a lot for joining me this week on Tech Tuesday. Feel free to comment on any of our videos if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that, or send an email into support@deltagroup.com, or give us a call. If you want to get notifications of these videos, make sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you should get notifications whenever we go live with a new video. So, thanks a lot for joining me, and I will see you next week.